Welcome to English Tutorial YouTube channel. Presented by Dr. Pradeep Kumar Mahata.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's English grammar lesson. Today we are going to learn one of the most important topics in English grammar, WH questions. WH questions are extremely useful in everyday English conversation. We use them when we want specific information rather than a simple yes or no answer. So let's understand what a WH question is and learn the rules with easy examples. A WH question is a question that begins with a WH word and is used to ask for specific information. The most common WH words are what, where, when, why, who, whom, whose, which, and how. Let's begin with the general structure. The basic structure of a WH question is WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus other words and a question mark. For example, where do you live? Here, where is the WH word, do is the auxiliary verb, you is the subject, and live is the main verb. Another example is, why are you late? Here, why is the WH word, are is the auxiliary verb, and you is the subject. But remember one important point. If there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence, we generally use do, does, or did to form the question. For example, you live in New York. To ask a question, we say, where do you live? For the third person singular, we use does. For example, she works in a bank. The question becomes, where does she work? Notice that after does, the main verb returns to its base form, work, not works. And for the past tense, we use did. For example, he visited London. The question becomes, where did he visit? Again, after did, we use the base form of the verb. Now let's look at the important rules. First, the WH word normally comes at the beginning of the question. For example, what are you doing? Not, you are doing what? The second form may occur in special conversational contexts, but the standard WH question structure begins with the WH word. Second, use the appropriate auxiliary or supporting verb. Common auxiliary verbs include am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, will, can, and may. For example, what are you doing? Where did you go? Why has she left? When will they arrive? Third, in a normal WH question, the subject generally comes after the auxiliary verb. For example, where do you live? Where comes first, do is the auxiliary, and you is the subject. Fourth, when we use do, does, or did, the main verb comes in its base form. For example, what does he eat? Not, what does he eats? And, where did she go? Not, where did she went? Finally, remember to use a question mark at the end of a direct WH question. Now let's understand each WH word and its use. First is what. What is used to ask about things, information, actions, or ideas. For example, what is your name? We are asking for information about a person's name. Another example is, what are you doing? Here, we are asking about an action. Next is where. Where is used to ask about a place or position. For example, where do you live? The answer might be, I live in Chicago. So, where asks about location. Next is when. When is used to ask about time or an occasion. For example, when is your birthday? We are asking about a specific time or date. Another example is, when will the meeting begin? Next comes why. Why is used to ask about a reason or purpose. For example, why are you late? A possible answer is, because the traffic was heavy. So questions beginning with why often receive answers beginning with because. Now let's look at who. Who is used to ask about a person, especially when that person is the subject of the question. For example, who is your teacher? Or, who called you? In who called you, who is performing the action, so who is the subject. Next is whom. Whom is traditionally used when asking about the object of a verb or preposition. For example, whom did you meet? Here, you is the subject and whom is the object of meet. In modern, everyday American English, however, many speakers simply use who instead of whom. For example, who did you meet? This is extremely common in conversation. Now let's move to whose. Whose is used to ask about possession. For example, whose bag is this? The question asks who owns the bag. Another example is whose phone is ringing. Next is which. Which is generally used when we are choosing from a limited number of options. For example, which pen do you want? Perhaps there are 2 or 3 pens and we want the person to choose one. Another example is which dress do you prefer? Finally, we have how. How is used to ask about manner, method, condition or degree. For example, how do you go to school? We are asking about the method or way of traveling. Another example is, how did you solve the problem? We are asking about the method. How can also combine with other words. For example, how old are you? This asks about age. How much does it cost? This asks about price or amount. How many books do you have? This asks about quantity. How long will you stay? This asks about duration. Now there is one very important exception to remember. Subject questions. When the WH word itself is the subject, we normally do not use the usual auxiliary plus subject inversion. For example, who called you? Here, who is the subject. We do not normally say, who did call you? Although, who did call you can be used for emphasis in special contexts. Compare these two questions. Who called you? Here, who is the subject. But, who did you call? Here, you is the subject and who is the object, so we use did. This distinction is very important for advanced English learners. Now let's review the WH words one more time. What asks about things, information or actions? Where asks about place? When asks about time? Why asks about a reason or purpose? Who asks about people? Whom traditionally asks about the object of a verb or preposition. Which asks us to choose from alternatives. And how asks about manner, method, condition or degree. Let's practice with a few examples. What is your favorite movie? Where do you live? When will you arrive? Why are you learning English? Who is your English teacher? Whom did you meet yesterday? Whose book is this? Which language do you speak at home? How do you practice English? And how old are you? Notice that every question is asking for specific information. Here is a useful formula to remember. WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus other information. For example, where plus do plus you plus live. Why plus did plus she plus leave. What plus are plus they plus doing. When plus will plus he plus arrive. If you master this basic pattern, you will be able to form hundreds of WH questions correctly. So remember, WH questions are essential for effective communication because they help us ask for information, clarify ideas, continue conversations, and understand other people better. Practice forming WH questions every day. Ask yourself questions such as, what did I learn today? Where did I go today? Why am I learning English? How can I improve my speaking? The more you practice, the more naturally these structures will come to you. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to practice these WH question patterns in your speaking and writing. Thanks for watching and keep learning, keep practicing and keep improving your English.